The iPhone 12 announcement is in a few days time and we can't wait for that iPhone 12 launch event October 2020. This is going to be my last pre-announcement video for iPhone 12 launch for all 4 models. So I've decided to give you my last personal thoughts of the iPhone 12 models and probably my last news about the Apple iPhone 12 release date and price with my latest on iPhone 12 review of design and specs. So if you want to hear the latest gaming news, tech news, reviews and comparisons, hit that subscribe button followed by the bell. It is a matter of days until the iPhone 12 launch, and all of the Apple fanboys and girls want the latest info of everything we have learnt this week. So this time I'm going to tell you everything I am really excited for the upcoming 4 iPhone 12 models. If you follow my channel, you know I recently have been doing 2 videos a week of the latest leaks, then after I do a recap of such details of the iPhone model specs and the Apple iPhone 12 launch date, along with the iPhone 12 price we expect to pay for all the upcoming models.
But first, before we go on any further into this video, this channel has just hit over 50,000 subscribers and I'm amazed by that number, and it's all thanks to you guys for all of your support on this channel and making it such a great community. So because of this, I've decided to do a little giveaway to one lucky subscriber, and that lucky subscriber will get their hands on this. It is an 8th generation iPad. I've recently just done an unboxing on this actual iPad, so do check that out on my channel. But when we get over to 75,000 subscribers, I will reveal who the lucky subscriber is who will get their hands on this actual iPad here. And all the details are coming up later on in this video.
So it has been over a year since the announcement and launch of the iPhone 11, and there's been lots of iPhone 12 leaks given, and if you want all those previous details, check out my other iPhone 12 videos on this channel. They are worth a watch to get the latest leaks. So here are my thoughts of the upcoming iPhone 12 models. So first off, this year it has been a complete change for the iPhone lineup that we're going to get for the models this year. When I first started doing leaks and information for the iPhone 12, we believed we'd only be getting 3 models like there was last year. Have a 4th model is a big change, and then also at the same time as well, I did expect there to be a new design change, and it would be on the cards, as Apple tends to keep the same designs for about 3 or 4 years, as they have done with the iPhone 10, the iPhone XS and the 11 design has been around now for about 3 years. The surprise for me was that we were going to get the iPhone 12 mini. The model has a 5.4 inch screen. You guys have got to remember that the iPhone 6 Plus, when it came out many years ago, and all the way up to the iPhone 8 Plus, had a 5.5 inch screen, and now we're going to get an iPhone with a 5.4 inch screen, where the body size sits between an iPhone 5 and the 5S and also the original iPhone SE, and also in between the size of an iPhone 6 all the way up to the 8 and even the new iPhone 2020 SE. If you guys owned an iPhone 6 Plus or an iPhone all the way up to the iPhone 8 Plus, you'll know that the body size of this iPhone is basically the size of an iPhone XS Max or the 11 Pro Max. The screen size is only 5.5 inches. And this is incredible that the iPhone mini has a 5.4 inch screen in a tiny body. Now we all expect the iPhone 11 Pro Max to probably be the phone that we all have our eyes and want to get our hands on. However, I do believe the iPhone 12 mini will sell really well. Another change that has happened is with the iPhone lineup is to the standard iPhone 12 Pro that will feature a 6.1 inch display this year. I am so glad that Apple have decided to get rid of the 5.8 inch Pro model, because I just don't think it fits in a line with having a screen size that big. One change I'm not too sure about is the introduction of the LiDAR sensor to the Pro models. I don't think many of us will utilise this sensor on day one. There have been lots of reports of many people who use an iPad Pro 2020 model that also has the LiDAR sensor saying it's been more of a gimmick. However, we don't know what Apple have been doing with their photography software for their camera app to utilise the LiDAR sensor better for portrait photos and other photo modes as well. I'm also really excited about the ability of the MagSafe wireless charging on the iPhones. I was a massive fan of the MagSafe on the MacBook, and I was a little bit disappointed that it was taken away with the new 2015 and 16 MacBooks that came along and changed this to USB-C ports. At the moment, I currently have an iPhone 11 Pro Max, and at night I put it down on a wireless charger to charge it up. However, it does take me a few seconds or even up to about 10 seconds to get the wireless charging pad to line up with the charger in the back of my iPhone. So it'll be great for the new iPhone 12 to magnetize instantly to the wireless charger on the new wireless charging pads that Apple may introduce at the upcoming October event. Something else that has been on my mind is the Pro models getting a 120Hz refresh rate. The leaks for this have been all over the place, and I am really hopeful that we will get a 120Hz refresh rate on the Pro models this year. If it does get delayed to next year, I do believe that many people who currently own older iPhones and can still run iOS 14 will sit it out until next year for the iPhone 13 or the iPhone 12s that will get a 120Hz refresh rate display. At the end of the day, you've just got to look at companies like OnePlus, who brought out the OnePlus Nord a couple of months ago, and here in the UK it costs less than £400, but it has a 90Hz refresh rate and is considered a budget phone. For having no charger in the box for all the iPhone 12 models this year, I am a bit disappointed, but at the same time, Apple have never in recent years provided a charger that can charge the iPhone to their full potential at a higher charging wattage. However, it does seem clearer now with the wireless charging ability why Apple are scrapping having a charger inside the box. For the release date, it is a bit of a mess this year, and how the iPhones are going to be staggered out for all 4 models, and do check out my last iPhone 12 video for the details about this. However, at the same time, I do kind of understand why it has happened due to COVID-19 this year, and also Apple do need to release their iPhone 12 models sooner rather than later, ready for the holiday season. You could also argue that the staggered release will help the shops not being overwhelmed with numbers of people trying to buy an iPhone and spread COVID-19 more. For the prices of the upcoming iPhones, again, the details are in my last 2 iPhone 12 videos, and I'm actually okay with the prices this year. At the end of the day, if you were to compare them to, say, the latest Samsung Galaxy S20 models, or even the new Note 20 lineup, or even say the OnePlus 8 Pro models, the prices are either cheaper or right on the ball for being the price for what they are and what specs you're getting inside the iPhone. That brings me on nicely to the new A14 processor inside the iPhone 12. And recently a bit of a benchmark showed an A14 inside the new iPad Air 4, and the scores were only a tiny bit slower than the 10th gen Intel processor. That is $1,799 for the 13-inch MacBook Pro. This MacBook Pro isn't even the basic model, but to think you're getting this processing power inside a phone is incredible. Some of my subscribers have also wanted to know what iPhone 12 I will probably be buying, and I'll be honest, I am torn between the normal iPhone 12 Pro, that is the 6.1 inch display model, and also the 12 Pro Max, what is a 6.7 inch display. I will be trying to review at least 3 out of the 4 iPhones this year, so make sure you have subscribed and hit that bell to see those reviews and unboxings for those iPhones. For a quick recap, the iPhone 12 event is happening this Tuesday, and I am setting up a YouTube pre-event, and I'll be watching the Apple event, and you guys can join me here on the channel to watch that as well. Afterwards, I'll be giving my initial thoughts after the event, also giving my thoughts while we watch the event as well. The iPhone 12 models are going to be released between October 23rd all the way to November 20th, and further details as mentioned are in my other iPhone 12 videos. For prices, the iPhone 12 mini will start at $649 for the 64GB model, all the way up to $1,399 for the iPhone 12 Pro Max with 512GB storage as well. And again, do check out my last two videos to give further information and details for all the launch dates and also the prices for all storage options. So that giveaway I mentioned earlier, to be in for a chance to get the iPad 8th Gen in that giveaway, make sure you hit the subscribe button first, followed by the bell. Then I want to know from you if you own an iPhone at the moment. What model do you have, or maybe you prefer Android? I would love to know in the comments below what phone you have and what is going to be your next. With the latest Note 20 launch and soon to be iPhone 12 release, would either of them be on your shortlist? Let me know below to be in a chance when we get over 75,000 subscribers, and then I will reveal the winner. So with those details about the Apple event and also those two other leaks as well, I'm going to do a recap like I do in all my other iPhone 12 videos of everything we know about the iPhone 12 model's specs and price. So let's start with the iPhone 12 mini. This is the smallest iPhone that is coming out this year. It has a 5.4 inch OLED display with a resolution of 2340 by 1080. It also has a 60Hz refresh rate panel as well. Inside it there is 4 gigs of RAM, and then you have a choice of either 128GB or 256GB storage options. We have now got rid of that base 64GB option and it starts at 128 gigs, so good on Apple for doing that. At the same time as well, we have that new A14 Bionic, what is in the new iPad Air 4, and at the same time, for the first time, we will get 5G connectivity inside an iPhone. The body itself will be made out of aluminium, and there will be a dual camera setup similar to the iPhone 11, but this time the lenses will be different inside. For battery, we will get a 2227 mAh battery size, and the base model will be coming in at $699 for that 128GB storage option. The next model is the normal iPhone 12, and this time it comes with a 6.1 inch OLED display at 2532 by 1170 and has a refresh rate of 60Hz. This is very similar to the normal iPhone 11 that we have at the moment, except for you're getting an OLED display instead of that liquid retina, what is a LCD. On top as well, we get 4 gigs of RAM, just like the iPhone 12 mini, a choice again of 128 or 256GB storage options. Inside there is that A14 Bionic with 5G connectivity again, and the body, just like the iPhone 12 mini, is made out of aluminium. We also get that dual camera setup, very similar to the iPhone 11, but the actual lenses will be different this time, and for battery size we'll get a 2775 mAh battery. The base model is starting at $799 and that will get you the 128GB model. The next model is the Pro territory models, so this is the iPhone 12 Pro. It comes with again a 6.1 inch OLED display at 2532 by 1170 pixels, and it will either come with a 60 or 120Hz refresh rate on the actual screen, and this is still up for debate. However, you will get 6 gigs of RAM inside it. Again, you'll have the choices of 128 or 256, but you'll also get the choice of 512GB storage options for this iPhone. You get the A14 Bionic with 5G connectivity, but the actual frame for this body of this phone is made out of stainless steel this time. We will also get a triple camera setup and a LiDAR sensor as well. The battery inside this is similar to the normal iPhone 12, where it's a 2775 mAh battery size. This base model will be starting at $999 and this will get you the 128GB model. The fourth and last model is the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and it comes with a 6.7-inch OLED display at 2778 by 1280 pixels, and again it will have either 60Hz or 120Hz. It has 6GB of RAM, again a choice of 128GB, 256GB or even 512GB storage options. It has that same A14 Bionic with 5G connectivity, and just like the normal iPhone 12 Pro, you get the stainless steel frame body. Again, we get that triple camera setup and LiDAR sensor on the back, and this time the battery will be 3687 milliamps inside it. The base model for this model starts at $1,099 US, and this will buy you the 128GB model. For ports on all the iPhones, they will feature a Lightning connection, not a USB-C. Apple still believe that many iPhones require a Lightning connection at the moment because there are still many accessories that require that. However though, inside the box of the new iPhone 12 you will get a Lightning cable to USB-C end. And also, as I have mentioned and I've rambled on before, and I'm not going to do it this time, that is, you will not be getting a charger inside the box with that cable, and at the same time as well, no cabled AirPods either. Finally, it's also worth noting that this year all 4 iPhones will be IP68 at 4 meters of depth. So this means if you're gonna go away with your iPhone and you chuck it into a swimming pool, it can survive up to 4 meters of depth clean water up to 30 minutes before any serious damage happens to the phone. However, I wouldn't really try doing this. Watch somebody else on YouTube who does have a lot of money to waste, and also check out to see if the iPhone 12s will survive 4 meters of water. With all of that being said, are you excited about the iPhone 12 and will you be getting one? Let me know below what model you plan to buy. Well guys, that is the latest and greatest info we have on the iPhone 12 at this stage. If we do get any more info, of course we will share it with you. Don't forget, if you like this video, to press that like button, and of course to hear the latest gaming news, tech news, reviews and comparisons, please do hit that subscribe button followed by the bell. Until next time guys, see ya.